Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to Groovy Plant Addict, and I hope you're going to enjoy today's video. Today's video is going to be focused on bottom watering. As per usual, I was trying to make a video. Again, I did not like how it was turning out, and I am remaking it. So right here I have my cart, and I have my cart with my propagations and whatnot on it, and I have my handy dandy container. And it does smell a lot better than the fish fertilizer because I have been using seaweed extract. I do like the smell a lot better. It doesn't really stay. So in that case, I do like the smell a lot better. So for my house plants and the plants that are in a big cluster, I try to water them like this. I have found that it has helped. Bottom watering has helped a lot with starting to decline very vast amount of fungus gnats. I did have a fungus gnat problem, and that was because I had one plant and it contaminated my other plants. My house plants inside my house currently do not have any fungus gnat problems. So typically before I bring any of these into the house, I like to let them stay outside for a while and dry out, or stay in an area where there's not a lot of plants. And I like to let them dry out before I put them inside my house. My Monstera adansanii is propagating very well. I have a lot of propagations in water that I have been doing. And this one's my only one in soil that has been taking pretty good. I really hope, cross my fingers, it does not decline. But yeah, anyways, so we're going to get into this video. If you like this video, please give me a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as usual, please follow my social media that I'll have listed down below. And if you'd like to see more planty videos and eco videos, environment videos, please continue watching and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see other videos of different plants, makeup, I used to do makeup tutorials, anything like that, please let me know. And comment what you would like to see next. And comment, are there any plants in this video that you already have? I would love to know more of your guys' collections. Most of you guys I know from Instagram, but I would love to see other people's videos and other people's plants and whatnot. So for the most part, wow, oh my god, it has new growth. How beautiful! Oh my god, my nails are crusty. I dyed my hair, dyed other people's hair, so you know what, it's okay. I want to be making a video on my sphagnum moss propagations. I also have to repot my string of turtles as well. I did cut a little bit for my propagation box. And typically on my watering, every other watering, I water with fertilizer. I try not to give my plants too much fertilizer, but I don't give them too little as well. So, for example, my last watering, I did water with regular tap water. The tap water in my area is not so bad, so, like, I just give it to them that water. And then, now this is the second watering, I'll put fertilizer in here, and then the next watering is regular water, and then the next watering, I'll probably change up the fertilizer. I like to change up my fertilizer, just so the plant doesn't stay used to the fertilizer. I don't really know if that does anything to them if they're used to a fertilizer, but I do know, like, humans, for example, if you keep giving them one of the same thing, sometimes it's, like, slows down or doesn't work anymore. I kind of want to look into that. If anyone knows anything about that, please let me know. The way I have my plants growing a very big amount, I always change up the fertilizer. So I have this one, I have fish fertilizer. I know everyone's gonna hate me, but I do use Miracle-Gro, and I have it very diluted. And I also use my other fertilizer right here as well. But in my opinion, what I have been doing has been working a very extensive amount. I have a lot of propagations. I just propagated this one as well. I love how this plant looks. I love the foliage. I love the texture on the leaves. It's not just a solid leaf. And I like how hard the plant is. I dropped my gardening clippers, or shears, or whatever they're called. Anyways, so if anyone knows anything more about that fertilizing techniques or how they fertilize, and you have a very extensive collection, please let me know, as I would love to know. Hey you guys, grow your plants as well. I'm obviously not the only person in the world that does plants and gardening, so I would love to know. I'm gonna go right now to get some of more pots for this one right here. I want to put this one in a terracotta, and I believe I have my terracotta outside. I have as well some 4-inch and some 6-inch pots as well, but they are plastic. And I have a 6-inch terracotta pot, but typically when you change sizes right here, it is a lot better to go up one pot size, and I'm pretty sure that's more than one pot size. It's like a lot bigger than this. But I feel like putting in a 4-inch pot would be better than a 6-inch pot. 6-inch pots and bigger pots could make the plant rot. So I'm going to go getting the pot right now, and I'll repot this with you. Okay, so while I have my plants bottom watering, I am also going to be repotting this one right here. I have 2 more 4-inch pots. I get these from Lowe's. Sometimes I go to Home Depot and get them. But for the most part, I find them at Lowe's because I live right next to the Lowe's. Yes. So I love terracotta. They're more porous, and in my opinion, they help plants not get rot. They have more aeration and they're more porous, so they dry out faster. Most plants that I have do not like to be sitting in a lot of water or damp or wet soil. So with that being said, I'm going to repot this. I'll be right back. Okay, so when I repot my plants, I like to check their root systems. And this one has a small root system, which is okay, but I want to make sure it has a lot of drainage. And I watered it today, and it seems like it does not have a lot of perlite or a lot of drainage, so I'm going to make sure that my substrate has a lot of drainage. So I just repotted the plant. I'm definitely not going to water it, as the little soil cube that I had it in was super drenched. So I'm going to let this dry out. Typically, when I have plants this small, just like how I had my heart one right here, my string of hearts was super small, very small when I had it. I think it was in like a 2.5-inch pot as well. And I started laying it on the soil and digging the soil on top of it, so it created more nodes. And it's been like, say I had it for like 3 or 4 months now, and it is growing a very extensive amount. So I just make sure I drip them right away before anything. I do not like my plants sitting in water, as I have had plants sit in water before, and it has not gone really good for me at all. I do plan on letting these ones grow out and propagating these ones and putting them on my Etsy shop as well. For the most part, I was trying to organize my plants by like more succulent type. So this one's not supposed to be there. More succulent type right here. And I was trying to organize them, but I move things around so much where it's like I'm always trying to regrow my plants. I feel like that's going to be really hard to do. I do make sure these succulents are wet, and then I make sure they dry out 110%. I actually let them dry out all the way until it's like almost easy to get out of the pot. I do not remember watering this one. I think I watered this one a couple days ago actually. And I feel like the soil it's in is not super airy, which it's okay. It's not dying, it's not declining. It's just not doing the best it could do. I'll open the door because I do like to have air running through this place. My dog's gonna come watch. Oh my goodness, hi! Sorry, she's getting excited. Hey, come here. Look, you dropped this. Be careful. Watch out. She's trying to drink the fertilizer. And I'm pretty sure she'll be fine because she didn't drink any, so. Just Look how excited she is. You're so excited to see me, huh, Mamas? No! Don't wag your tail on this one. Okay, so for the most part, she does wander around in here. No, can't drink that. And she doesn't bother my plants, never has tried to eat any of my plants, so I don't really worry about like the toxicity for them. And she is trained to not eat anything but kibble. She just licked that because she was like trying to smell it, but she didn't really drink it, so I'm not worried about that. I just don't leave like my water right here because if any dog is thirsty, I'm pretty sure they'll drink that. But for the most part, I try to make sure that these ones are watered as well when I bottom water. The root system in here has to be pretty extensive because I've had it in here for a couple months, and it has grown a lot since I had it. Since I had it, it wasn't even trailing around at all. It was like a little tiny thing in the pot. It was literally probably smaller than this. Like, it was not trailing or anything. So I'm loving how my string of hearts is, and so far for me it's going pretty good. For my plants that I feel like they're too dry, that are not soaking up enough water, I normally do water the top of this one only, just because I find that this one right here, stop moving it, man. I find that this one right here dries out very, very quick compared to my other plants. So yeah, that's what I do. My polka dot plant always seems to try to like come back, but like I've never really had super good luck with this, so it always dies and then comes back. I don't know when it's gonna take its last breath because it's just not working out for me, that plant. And I also try to keep my propagations in a certain section as well. I do have more plants outside, and I have them outside because I'm waiting for them to completely dry out, which I probably should check. So this one right here, I love this one. I love how pink it is, and on the bottom it's just green. I love it. This one has been taking forever to grow, and it's finally shooting out a new leaf. I believe I had this since July, and it's literally taking forever to grow, and I think it was because when it was a baby pup, it was so tiny, I literally took it out of the pot, and I feel like if I would have left it with its mom, it would have been a lot better. And then I would have took it out, it probably would have grown a lot more, I feel like. My plants, my beautiful Android pothos. All my pothos, I make sure they are 110% dry before I rewater them. Look how pretty my watermelon is. This one is so dry, like, I will bottom water this one. I don't know if the water will go all the way up in the roots, because I kind of did just repot this one. And sometimes when I take out the water, I let them drip into the other pot, trying to conserve as much water as I can. We don't like wasting water. And normally when I set them down, I make sure there's a pot underneath it that has a real plant, not just dirt, that it could possibly drip in, because I'm all about conserving. We're trying to conserve stuff. So since I'm all about conserving, I figure, come on, let me try to, you know, use as less water as I can. So this one right here, this one's really pretty. I really love this one because I like the white on its leaves as well. I really think it's really pretty. Typically as high bottom water, in my opinion, some of my plants do need a little bit on the top that are not super root bound in the pot. I really wouldn't say to bottom water a brand new plant that you just had repotted. Sometimes I bottom water it and I leave it in the water for like an hour to see if it will creep up. Sometimes it does if it has a little bit of root system, and sometimes it just does not. So typically I leave each plant in here for around 15 minutes, if not a little less. I just want them to absorb water. I basically do this. I love bottom watering them, and has worked out for me so far. You can see a lot of other videos of other people on YouTube bottom watering their plants as well, and people saying that it has a great outcome to it. And in my opinion, they are correct. So bottom watering has helped me a lot. I also make sure to try to clean the foliage as well on my plants. And never let your plants sit overnight in the water. So typically a calathea I have let sit overnight in the water and it died the next day. Literally was gone. There was no saving, and it's okay. We all learn from our mistakes. I'm just making sure I would not do that again. And typically I'll make sure on water sensitive plants that do not like sitting in water, I will bottom water them and make sure you take them out before you leave the room. Unless if you have a timer and you set it for a specific time. But that's basically how I bottom water. I probably gave you more information with other stuff than you even needed or asked for about this video. But I hope everyone has a great day. Please give me a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching The Groovy Plant Addict. And I'm putting my social media down below, as well as my Etsy that I am propagating plants to sell on my Etsy. Thank you. Bye.